my brother met Asin at school, and Asin came over and played us in Smash 64. And at first I was like, there's no way that this guy's gonna live up to the hype that my brother just created for him. But he definitely did, and more. He was like 5-stocking me with Link, who's the worst character in that game, arguably. So it was pretty rough, and that's when I first realized that there's like a competitive aspect that's actually deep to this game. When Melee was coming out, we all got super excited for it for several months. And when it first finally released, we played it religiously. We played it competitively without knowing about a competitive scene. We didn't know about tournaments or anything, but we played it as if we were training for a tournament just because the drive to beat each other was so strong. The competitive aspect just naturally grew on its own. We would talk some light smack to each other at fests, kind of, you know, shit talk each other a bit, but it never got that serious until we met DA. And as soon as we met DA, we were like, all right, there's a whole nother level to this trash talk stuff that we don't even realize. And so they kind of opened our eyes to how fun it is to really just shit on your opponent while you're whooping their ass in the game. It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
I'm not lawful, make this pussy stop talking. You're not one of the gods, you're one of the god awful. We all got him. When looking at your box, bitch, stick to Smash 4 and losing by 4 stocks. Not a fan of your style, you stand in your ground. You get wins while kicking the man when he's down. Like, I beat Mango, I'm the favorite if he chokes. As far as Amada goes, I'll just wait till he's a host.
I was a little bit shy growing up, and in school I wasn't necessarily the most popular kid. I think that getting into Smash helped me come out of my shell a little bit.
Definitely never told you the story of how I met him. It was the worst, dude. Yeah, I met him at C3. Like, I went up to a tournament with him, but yeah, he was a huge asshole to me. It was the worst.
The other thing that really helped me come out of my shell was meeting Chudat. This guy, Daniel, we just knew him as, and he started off the very first tournament we met him by beating Asin, and there was just this sort of aura of confidence that radiated around him, and it really just inspired me. I was like, wow, this guy just really doesn't care about anything at all except for how good he is at Smash. And I was like, you know what? I want to be like that guy.
Well, so, like, I actually had to play him first round, and I'd never, like, really been to anything before. I'd never met him. I was like, dude, I'm such a huge fan, blah, blah, blah. And he was going Marth. I was like, you play Fox? I'm a Fox player. I'm a fan. And he just says no. And then he double 4-stocks me, and he gets up and walks away. It was rude as fuck.
Crews weren't really, like, heavily established at the time. We were kind of one of the forerunners, actually, because we wanted to show that as a group, we had the most skill compared to any other group of players.
Late 2003, we actually recorded the first Smash diss track that I've ever encountered in my entire life, called Good Clucks by H2IL, and we all ripped it up for age 13 to 15 or whatever we were. We ripped that shit up.
Motherfuckers say Cali's great, they say Ken is the best. They don't fucking understand that Cali falls like the rest. And fucking GA think they're the best smashers ever. Whoops, you forgot, we can you whenever. Just give us a time, a and a we'll show up, not
DA didn't have the production value. Their shit was badly recorded. It didn't sound good, and because of that, we just basically won the rap battle by default against DA. So let that be known. Little known fact, not mentioned in the Smash documentary. DA definitely lost that rap battle. But then Brawl came out, and the community changed a little bit. Suddenly everyone was soft, suddenly everyone got feelings over every single insult or every single diss, every single just that's how trash talk works. That's how you talk trash. That's how you talk shit to someone. That's how you fire them up. And then Melee started to resurge in 2013. You know, Evo, the documentary, everything all happened at once. This huge explosion of growth in the community suddenly when it seemed like it was dead. But then all of a sudden, a couple years later, and I'm realizing, all right, these sponsors are getting in the game. All these people are trying to make Melee a legit esport. Where's the trash talk? What happened to the trash talk? That's what I want back. And that's part of what inspired me to write the Leffen diss track after this dumb Swede talked shit on me over Twitter. And I was like, I can't take this. You know what? First of all, I'm going to respond to your shit talk with much better shit talk. And then I'm going to go ahead and just drop a diss track for a sub goal, mind you. But I'm going to go ahead and drop a diss track on this guy who thinks he can talk shit to people that paved the way for him.
I think Chillin's pretty stupid for money matching Leffen, honestly.
It's good for the community, man. It creates rivalries. People get hyped up, and some people get 5-0'd, but you know, it's all part of it. You gotta take the good with the bad. I actually had borrowed a pen from Chudat many years earlier, and I figured if anything is gonna write a good diss track, it's this fucking pen. And so I just sat in my room listening to the Corneria beat over and over, and I realized suddenly this isn't a very good rap beat. I decided the only way to make this a truly fire diss track was to enlist the help of the Dr. Dre of Smash, the J Dilla of Smash Brothers, the Pharrell, the Timbo, so to speak, of Smash Brothers. That's the man Brady Knapp, and I contacted him via AOL Instant Messenger. He hit me up back immediately. He's like, you know what? Fuck Leffen. Let's do this. 30 minutes later, I had the final beat that I ended up using for Respect Your Elders. I recorded it in Winamp, and it ended up being total trash. Gimmer actually loved it, surprisingly enough. I don't know why. It was pretty trash, but he loved it.
Yeah, he just told me that Gimmer was hooking him up with some kind of fine-ass studio up in Jersey. He got up to Apex and it was just a hotel room, cracks in the ceiling. It looked kind of structurally unsound. It really didn't seem very safe. It was kind of janky.
And this was a dream come true for me. I'd always played Smash on the side, but I was born and raised a rapper. I felt in my heart that I need to rap. I need to talk about things in a rhythmic fashion over an instrumental.
I was watching him do his first take and it was pretty rough.
But the only way to make you hush for fuck, damn it, dude, the fucking notepad app screwed me.
I thought he would sort of loosen up a little bit as time went on, but he just kept drinking and 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 drinking. It just never ended. By the time I left, he was totally wasted. I mean, he couldn't handle himself.
There was a lot of pressure from the get-go. I knew that this needed to be a good track. This needed to be the best rap that the Smash scene has ever heard. And obviously there's a very high standard there. And so it almost overrode the pressure of the match itself. I basically forgot about the match while we were recording the diss track. It kind of came back to me afterward and I was like, oh shit, I have to actually play this dude tomorrow.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the rap was a waste of time. I don't know why he felt the need to do that. I mean, there was a decent chance he was going to catch the hands anyway, so like, I don't know, he should have been practicing. He really should have been buckling down and trying to win the match, not making a show out of it.
It was very nerve-wracking, and so to deal with this, I drank a lot of alcohol. A lot. And I basically don't remember performing the diss track. I see myself on the video doing it, but I don't really believe that happened.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely a little bit worried. Chillin has a long habit of getting a little turnt before the tournament starts.
But it got done, and the people loved it for the entire 18 hours between when it was released and when I played Leffen.
Honestly, I thought it would be all right. I thought that I thought he could take a match. I thought that he had a decent chance of winning.
I was woken up by the housekeeping around noon the next day, and I was completely hungover, barely knew what was going on. But when I checked the clock, I was like, oh no, I probably just missed my pool. I was freaking out a little bit, but luckily the venue collapsed, and the entire tournament was postponed until the next day, so that was great. Definitely one of the best Apexes I've been to. Great event overall. So I fell asleep, woke up the next day, and walked into the venue, and suddenly I had hundreds, possibly thousands of fans, like a Beatle in the 60s. It was just, there was no escape from the constant fandom. Just people I had never seen before coming up to me, asking for autographs, pictures, and I was like, what just happened? What did I do last night? And then I remembered I recorded the diss track, and I was like, oh, okay, well that explains it at least, but it's still weird.
After the track release, he was getting so much attention. It all went to his head. He started acting kind of cocky, kind of egotistical. He was being a real dickhead. To be honest, he really didn't even want to associate with me much. He was spending all his time with fans, signing stuff, just talking to everybody. It was way over the top.
And so I drank a lot more alcohol that afternoon.
He just kept drinking and 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 drinking.
I think it at least helped my fan interaction. I was funny. People enjoyed me. But they definitely also complained that I reeked of alcohol. And I just said I spilled some on my shirt. And, you know, a lot of people asked me. They were curious, what's in that bottle, dude? It doesn't look like water. I was like, oh, it's just the lovely taste of Monster. Incredible energy drink that powers me through the day. But it wasn't actually Monster. It was my own personal demon.
I think this guy talks a lot, and it's about time for him to learn some respect.
The very same thing that helped me write the diss track would also be my downfall. More alcohol.
Leffen, what do you have to say to Chillin before we start?
I'm sorry.
It would have been nice if it was just over after the diss track.
All right, let's just play. I can bother this fraud, and let's move on, all right?
Let's play some Melee.
I don't really like to make Johns, but the fact that we were up there playing Smash rather than rapping was really off-putting to me. My arms really hurt because I had actually just climbed a mountain the previous day. It was a bad call. I had just learned 2 minutes prior to the match that my dog died. I don't know what happened to my controller. Someone stole it, I'm sure. To be fair, it was an elderly dog. It was natural causes, but it was still heart-wrenching for me. I was very drunk. I think I caught a little bit of secondhand smoke from some kids smoking the reefer outside. These things just hindered me in such a way that I couldn't perform. And I apologize to Leffen now. My B, dude. You deserved a better match. And you didn't get one, but see me in a rap battle.
Everyone knows what I'm going to say. There's gonna be 5-0. That's how it's gonna be. I don't care about Chillin. I really wish he would have more of a shot so I could set him up as a goal, and I practiced really hard. I wish that was the case. Why should I waste my time practicing against him? I'm gonna beat him anyway. He takes a game? Sure, he takes a game. He loses his color by the end of the day anyway. Everyone's just, oh, I hope you beat Leffen. No one's ever saying, oh, I hope you win Apex, Chillin. You wonder why? Beast has no shot at winning Apex whatsoever, and he will probably never have a shot at winning a major, considering how long he's playing and won absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I'll be blowing you up. Who said you were a god? I know it wasn't pluck. Been here 10 years and you know I'm showing up. For a man of many words, I think you said enough. But the only way to make you hush, first I body bag your fox, then die zip it shut. I'ma put you in your place, kid, you a disgrace. Get killed quick like that missile hit you in the face. After all this, you'll be watching your mouth. Ain't no telling who'll be calling you out. Salty sweet goes down, you better come correct. Until you win a major, show your elders some respect. P.S. Leffen, I ain't done yet. I'm the underdog, so place your bets. you ever wanna see Leffen looking dumb? Throw your money on the line, cause I'm making some. Gotta say, bro, you looking awfully weak. Wait and see what happens in the salty sweet. Vanilla Fox don't suit you, go find another. Teach you a lesson and take back my color.
But I really think if maybe I just threw a Chudat pose in, popped the yayas, and then started rapping the diss track just to him while we played, not only would it have thrown him off, but it would have helped me perform better because I would be performing naturally.
I was sitting right beside him during the match, right? I mean, I was coaching him, and we had talked about not celebrating before anything was over. But like match 2, he pops off before he actually gets the kill, and then it all went downhill. Man, he lost his mindset. It was so disappointing.
I think that if I had begun rapping while losing, it would have thrown Leffen off completely, and it would have put me in my zone. Don't let me into my zone.
That's one of those things you can't come back from, man. Like, I knew as a longtime Smash player, after that happened and he lost that match, I knew he wasn't coming back. It was, I could feel it in my heart. That was a quick 5-0. There's no real way to come back from that, honestly. As far as his Smash career, I think he could have a bright future.
And a 5-0. Right now, Chillin gets dethroned. He is not using this color Fox anymore, and that is it. What a humbling experience. Leffen wins. Score, take it.
Leffen, do you have anything to say?
Is there anything to say? Is there really? Respect your elders.
I regret it to this day that I kept my mouth shut and allowed that to happen.
Chillin, do you have anything you want to say to the people?
Mabi.
I think I did kind of lose my passion, not only for Smash, but also for rap after the set with Leffen. To release a diss track like that and then to lose in such a fashion, I was questioning my abilities mainly as a rapper, not as a smasher. I think Smash was irrelevant in that set. It really came down to the rap. And to me, it felt like the rap wasn't good enough to win me the set, and that's why I lost. I, for several months, didn't even think of writing lyrics. I couldn't even listen to a rap beat anymore.
Why are you interviewing me anyways?
I tried returning to my roots. I had played trombone when I was younger. I was actually one of the best tromboners in my class. I decided to give it another shot. Maybe this will let me express myself like I used to, but it wasn't the same. I couldn't let my passion out. I couldn't let my thoughts out as well. Rapping just felt so much more natural. Tromboning just wasn't enough. I started getting into different genres. I started listening to a little bit of classical, listened to some Bach, bangers.
I don't know, I got nothing against classical music. Honestly, I'm a fan of it. I think it calms you down, it centers them a little bit.
I tried to get as far away from rap as I could. I listened to a lot of blues. I can't play Vanilla Fox, cause Leffen 5-0'd me. I learned how to play guitar. As I got into these different genres, I really was hoping that people would understand my evolution, my need to branch out and really reinvent myself as an artist, which is what I was feeling at the time. You really hope as an artist that your fans follow you in that scenario. But unfortunately for me, a lot of them didn't. A lot of them posted hateful things such as, why the hell are you playing a banjo? You suck at Smash, you're not very good, you lost your color, etc. They told me I wasn't a good rapper. It all got to me. It all made me realize that at the end of the day, as much as I love tromboning, as much as I love playing the banjo, as much as I love classical music, nothing really expresses my thoughts and feelings as well as rap does.
Honestly, I think he should have gotten more into the instrumental side of things. Really, the banjo brought out the best in him. I was a fan of that. The rap's really not his thing. I wouldn't want to tell him that, but
I found my passion and my love again for the rap game, the realm that I pretty much created myself.
Yeah, as much time as he spent playing guitar and teaching himself the banjo, he could have been teaching himself Melee. Maybe he could have won the match.
So when Mike Hayes challenged me to the rap battle at SmashCon, at first I was not into it. The more I thought about it, I saw this as an opportunity to finally re-enter what really got me into performing art in the first place. I had enjoyed my brief stint with tromboning. I had had a great time trying the blues out, but nothing, like I said, really expressed it the way that I wanted to with rap. And this was my chance. This was my opportunity to finally get back into the game that made me who I am today. And so because of that, I ended up accepting his challenge. We ended up rap battling at SmashCon.
Listen, yo. Second, yo. Alright. Mike, look. Your trips to events always ending early. You be home by 8 p.m. like a juggle guy turning. You've been around, where's your rise in the tears? You've been up and coming for the past 5 years.
And despite the fact that the crowd voted for him, I still maintain to this day that I won that rap battle.
Alright, here we go. Listen. Oh shit. Alright. One more time. Hold up. It's be worth the wait. Yo. Mike. Listen. Alright. I gotta let it come back around, guys. Trick me. This is my beat so far, listen.
There was a respect between us, but it was only one way. Mike had a ton of respect for me, and it just did not apply vice versa as much. Despite the fact that he knew how to say some words over a beat, I didn't feel the passion, I didn't feel the love for rap coming through from Mike Hayes. He was mainly talking about Smash, and that's, at the end of the day, that's not why I got into this. I got into this for rap, to rep the streets, which is what I do every time I step on the mic. Mike Hayes just talks about his tourney performance, how he beat people. That's irrelevant to me when it comes to the Smash rap game. I like to talk about who I am. The first time I met Hugo, Hugs, back in 2005, I thought this guy's really cool. He seems like a nice guy. You know, we talked a little bit, and he noticed that I was listening to my iPod, and he asked, "Yo, what are you listening to there?" I was like, "Oh, this is Illmatic by Nas, which is one of my favorites." And he takes the earbuds from me and puts them in his ears, and just an expression of horror came over his face. He smacked the iPod out of my hand. And this is the first interaction I've ever had with Hugo Gonzalez. I was dismayed. I was completely flabbergasted that he would disrespect Nas in such a fashion. And ever since that day, I just had a grudge against Hugs. I don't care how good or bad he is at Smash. You don't disrespect Nas in front of me. You don't do it. I thought to myself, what better way to get back in the rap game than to diss the guy that disrespected Nas? You don't disrespect Nas in front of me. And I did hold a grudge for, like 10 or 11 years. I readily admit that, but that's because he disrespected Nas. You don't do that. Easiest target I could think of, honestly. It happened to be pretty convenient because I hated Hugs because of disrespecting Nas and everything, and then I needed a good target. He placed 129th at Evo. It all came together at once.
It's been a while, it's time for a new flow. I'm chilling, that's too cold. I'm taking a shot at Hugo. How in the fuck you still losing to Dreffen? It's truly upsetting. I've been stomping that dude since 07, and we got face roll hat. Alex and
So when I realized that Hugo was a perfect target for Nice Shot Hugo, I just went into the booth completely clean, completely sober. It was like a whole new world for me. Not only was I back doing what I loved, expressing myself through these lyrics, through these poems, but I was completely sober and I could just see things as they were. It was a whole new start for me. It was the start of my my real return, my comeback to the Smash rap scene. It felt honestly like I was Eminem coming back after his downward spiral, and suddenly he comes back and has all these amazing lyrics. He's clear-headed, he knows what's going on, and that's exactly how I felt when I recorded Nice Shot Hugo. I thought that there would be a chance that Hugo might try to respond. He doesn't strike me as a rapper. Obviously, he has no taste in rap due to said disrespect of Nas. Can't believe he disrespected Nas. But I thought he might try to reply, but I can't believe this guy enlisted his friend to respond for him. And Mike Hayes made the rebuttal to Nice Shot Hugo.
I guess I gotta bring it back to teach Chillin a lesson. It's truly upsetting after getting bodied by Leffen. He set up his defense, but I'm standing here with a deadly weapon. Just give me a second and Chillin will see Armageddon.
No chill. It's not a bad track. You know, I respect it as a fellow rapper, a fellow artist. I listen to it occasionally while I'm trying to fall asleep. Regardless, you don't rebuttal for someone else. Where were Hugo's bars? That's my question. Where were Hugo's bars? I still haven't heard them to this day, and I don't think I ever will. Hugo can't even write his own diss track. He has to have hired Muscle Monster, chocolate flavor, 25 grams of protein. Eventually, I just decided, you know what? I'm tired of this. I need to show the entire Smash community how it's done once again. And that's when I stepped into the booth.
Stepping the mic, repping it right, kill it in dubs like Leffen and Ice, losing to Eichelman, guessing you might, talking to Hugo, you stepped in the fight. Yo, Mike's not even ready for that though. Check it.
You know, I started the Smash rap game to really express myself as an individual. And I really feel like a few of these guys are just trying to use it as sellout material, as trying to get their name out there.
Not one of the gods, you one of the god awful. Oh god, cancel one looking at you fox. Take this match 4 and lose it 5-4 stocks. Not standing your stuff, you ain't standing your.
The Moon is, you know, making summit raps.
Put me in for the 4th one, and you guys get the whole thing. No DLC left out for whatever this mouth will spout. Even though Cali's in the drop, that's what we want to show out.
Dewan Energy McDaniel is making summit raps.
Trying to reach new heights, so vote for your boy. I'm good at teams too, just ask him and toy.
I'm just listening to Shroom's track, and I'm like, for a guy whose middle name is Energy, really doesn't have the amount of energy that I would expect. Not nearly the amount of energy you would find in a delicious monster. Great tasting, powers you all day long. So, you know, I'm still playing Smash on the side, still trying to keep that going as just a side hobby, but really my heart's still in rapping. I'm still the best Smash rapper to ever touch a microphone.
Honestly, I don't listen to his raps that much.
I've recently started to branch out a little bit. I'm thinking of starting my own label, and I've recently started to groom Chudat.
Honestly, I hope he just gives up the rap and just follows Melee as a career, and leaves the rap to the people that are better suited to it. Don't put that in there.
The Yayas factor certainly helps a lot. The fact that Chu beats way more better people than me is also a big plus for that. But the main thing is that he only spits what I write. Because if he wrote it, it would probably be terrible. But you know what? He can deliver lyrics really well.
Summer coming soon, and I'm trying to show my moves off. I got a mediocre moth, we don't need no Rudolph. Wobble all you suckers, and the crowd still loves me. Cyrus can get Cyrock just like he did to Lucky. If you ain't believing, you can wait until.
Of course, it'll never be the same as myself, but I really feel like I have too much to say. I have too much to express to just keep it within myself as the only rapper, and so I'm grooming Chu. I'm going to make him into the second best Smash rapper, after yours truly, of course. And we'll see on the Melee It On Me Smash Rap Top 100 next year when it comes out. We'll see where he ranks, but I really feel like he could get that #2 spot. And Mike Hayes is probably his only competition. The rest of these Smash rappers really need to step their game up. Don't let me into my zone.
Oh my God.
all of this.
He's like this.
Yeah, and they were doing all sorts of special effects. Papa Paint busted out the blacklight at one point, and there were stains on the wall, on the bed, on the floor. It was outrageous.
Might be.
Do you just say on chillin'?
I woke up in a hungover daze around 8 a.m.
Might be.
Oh shit, I already fucked up.
No, you're good, you're good. You just like...
Yeah, I'll just keep going. All right. Definitely one of the best Apexes I've been to. Great event overall. When Liquid picked me up as a rapper, I really knew that I had a gift. I don't know why I did that. It's a funny. Okay. This is such a lie. Okay. Whew, okay.
That was super awkward. I was like,
my heart was in the Returning to my roots as a child, I was one of the best tromboners in my entire class. That's really good. That's really good. Really doesn't care about anything at all except for how good he is at Smash. And I was like, you know what? I want to be like that guy. That's what I want to be.
I hate everybody.